Welcome into the Flippin' Hippos YouTube channel. I'm Star, and this is part 2 of our short 2-part video series of our Mercari and other platforms sales the last couple of months. If you didn't watch part 1, it was all of our highlights of our sales on the Mercari platform from the month of July. I'll have it pop up at the end for you and go watch it if you haven't already. I talk a little more in depth there about cross-posting, multiple streams of income, and things like that. This video is going to show you the highlights of our sales from August on the Mercari platform, as well as the highlights from Grailed for the last couple of months and our first 2 Kidizen sales. We just started listing on Kidizen very recently, so I'm happy to have the 2. It takes patience. We're in growth mode. Every platform is always slow at the beginning, and it takes time to build them up. But once they're built up, you usually have pretty good, steady sales. And when one is slow, the others will pick up the slack. And everyone's happy. We all like to make money, right? We all like to make our sales. Let's start with the highlights from our August Mercari sales. I didn't pull out everything we sold, just the highlights, things I really want to show you or talk to you about. This is a Guardians of the Galaxy Groot. I had him listed for 12. I took a best offer of 9. I believe he was maybe 50 cents. The thing with these oversaturated characters is they surprisingly comp very low. So be careful with the oversaturated characters. If there's something unique about them, if they're from one of the parks, this one even talks, I think. So, just do your due research, do your comps. I'm fine with it for 50 cents and the $9. Some folks don't like that volume-based bread and butter, but it is what it is. Groot found his new forever home. Then we have a generic teddy bear. This doesn't even have a brand that sold for $17. So, an oversaturated Disney character versus a Walmart store Plush. Now, I have mentioned before that the Walmart branded Plush for the holidays does really well. I sell it for a lot of money. This is just a 10-inch teddy bear. I've had the jumbo oversized Valentine's Day monkeys and bears, and they can sell for like 40 and 50 bucks, folks. The Halloween ones, the Christmas ones, I usually find mine used and thrift them. But if you want to do a little bit of retail arbitrage, you can go in after a holiday when Walmart has their stuff marked severely now. I think they do like 75% off of the plushies. Go in after Valentine's Day and grab them all up. And you can list them right away, or you can hold on to them and see if the value goes up. But I have found for the most part that the Walmart plushies for the holidays do really well. They comp high. They're a little long tail, but not more so than any other plush. The bigger ones do sell for a lot more. And I personally do the best with Valentine's Day and Easter. Christmas and Halloween are good too. But the ones that sell for the most fastest for me are always Valentine's Day and Easter. And those 2 will sell all year. I'm still selling Easter and Valentine's Day, like every month. So this bear, you can see I didn't put Walmart in the title because who's searching for a Walmart plush? Nobody. Nobody in their right mind is online looking for that. They're looking for a teddy bear. They're looking for a Valentine's Day gift. They're looking for a plush with hearts and bows. So just use those kind of good keywords and just put Walmart in as the brand, but you don't need to put it in the title. Mary Mayer, this is a really good brand. You always want to be on the lookout for Mary Mayer. This is Mary Mayer Baby, and so it goes for a little bit more. If this had just been a Mary Mayer bear, it might have been like 18 to 20 bucks. But I find that with a lot of brands, when they're specifically branded for a baby or for an infant, they do sell for more money. Don't forget your keywords like lovey, baby, things like that. You can put soft toy. Just all these really great keywords that you should be using when you're listing these plush that are meant for infants. We sold a lot of blank audio cassette tapes. Now, I've had these for years, Y'all remember when I used to get those plush lots that I used to buy from my friend Greg in Colorado? Sometimes he would put little extra things in there, and he would throw these in there for Keith once in a while, and then we would just save them up until we had enough to make a lot. Well, we moved to Florida last year, and these got mispacked. They were packed in with something that wasn't inventory, and we found them like last month. They were in the garage. We were going through the boxes. I think they were in with like extra mailers or some kind of shipping supplies. So they were just going to push in the back where we keep extra supplies. And we went in there to grab a box of mailers, and we found these. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I remember these. So we relisted them and got them sold for $22 for the whole lot. Silver jeans, my favorite. These are men's. I start men's at 45. I start women's at 40. I can expect to get around 40 for the men's and 35 for women's. Can I take this moment to have this be the one time in this video that I mentioned that race to the bottom? Gotta mention it. Used to start silver jeans at 50, and they would sell for that regularly, even without offers. And then it got to where I had to start taking offers of 45 and 40, and now I have to start them that low. If y'all are selling silver jeans for $20 or $25, y'all are out of your ever-loving minds. I can get $25 for Gloria Vanderbilt and Old Navy and Gap and American Eagle. These are a better brand. These are better jeans. These should be selling for more money. Stop racing to the bottom. Turds. Okay, that will be the one and only time I mention it. I am going to try to mention it once a video. I am, because it needs to stop. Silver men's jeans. These are Garners. I like jeans with names. 1, it gives you a free keyword. And 2, if there's some guy out there that loved the way the silver Garner jeans fit and felt, and his wore out or he needs to replace them, he's looking for Garner and he's going to find yours, right? These sold for $40. They were $5 at half off day at Salvation Army. These shoes came in a wholesale lot. So these were about $1, averaged out with everything else we got in that lot. Super duper cute baby Minnie Mouse shoes, new with tags. They're Disney baby. They look like they were probably Target or Walmart to begin with, but they're really cute. They're like little slip-on high tops. Oh my goodness. Anyway, I sold them for $14. Yay, me. And I do like to show you guys a couple remotes here and there, so you can look out for them. This is an Insignia. That's a good brand. I would say if you find Insignia remotes in the wild, go ahead and comp it and see what you got. This one sold for $20. All right, so then we have our highlights from Grailed and let's just show you our 2 Kidizen sales. So we sold a pair of Madewell Road Tripper jeans for $31.49 on sale. So Kidizen is set up so that you can go in and set up 5, 10, 20% off sales. It's super easy. You go on your phone, on your profile, and you like click one button and you pick your percentage. It's so easy to set up. I do it every Friday morning, and I usually let it run through like Monday afternoon, and then I turn it off. That way things are quote unquote full price through the week. And then once they sell, Kidizen gives you this really nice breakdown. So you can see that, oh, they actually sold for $25. I did an offer. Then there's my fee. I made $21.50. They cost $7-ish to ship because we're using the flat rate envelopes now. And they were $1.75-ish out of a thread-up box. So you're looking at another $9. So we made $11.50. And it's easy to figure out. A lot of the other platforms that aren't eBay do this for you. Like Poshmark and Mercari, they break it down for you on the back end. We use List Perfectly anymore to keep track of stuff since we don't have GoDaddy. Yes, you can use List Perfectly to keep track of your cost of goods and your profit and loss. There is even a gentleman in the List Perfectly group, Stu, I believe, who uses it to take pictures of and record his receipts from yard sales and stuff. It's a pretty amazing platform. If you're not using it yet, Flippin' Hippos will get you 30% off your first month. Okay, so these Madewell Road Tripper jeans, they came in a thread-up box. Madewell's a super great brand, guys. You always want to keep your eyes out for Madewell, by the way. I listed them on all the platforms, and they sat for about a month. And then when we started branching out to Kidizen and I put them over here, they sold within a couple of days. So the right person at the right time was on Kidizen that hadn't been on the other platforms. And this is why I like cross-posting. We're brand new babies to Kidizen. I think it's only been like a month. It might have been 2 months that we've started moving stuff over. We use List Perfectly to do it, so you can do like 50 at a time, but we're not that gung-ho about it. I've been moving like 10 pairs of jeans a day, and Keith moves other stuff. What you're allowed to list on Kidizen is women's clothing, kids' clothing, and kids' toys. So maternity clothes, any kind of women's clothes, jewelry, purses, handbags, anything that has to do with women and their accoutrements and their clothing, and kids, and plush. You can put your plush on here. Put your plush toys on here. And speaking of, that was our first sale. It was a $10 snowman. So this is a 10-inch. I believe this is just like another little generic guy. Yeah, he's Walgreens. I didn't have to put that in the title, just like I mentioned with the Walmart plush. I could have put that somewhere else, but I had room to put it, and I do know that there are some folks out there who do collect the specific Walgreens holiday plush, believe it or not. So that's another store you can look at, like after the holidays, for the discounted clearance out plushies. Look for them in the wild. I mean, this guy only sold for $10, but there are some that sell for a lot more. And Walmart usually has Squishmallows. I mean, Walgreens typically has Squishmallows as well. So this guy sold for $10. He was our first sale on Kidizen. So yay for him. Yay, Snowman. Our cost for him, I think he was one of our free ones, to be frank. I think he came in our free box, but if he didn't, he was about 50 cents. All right, so now we're going to look at our highlights on Grailed. So what can you list on Grailed? Well, it used to only be men's clothes, but they have since added women's. So if you're looking to add more platforms to your repertoire, make more sales, Kidizen is only women's and children's clothing and children's toys. And that includes shoes, bags, and jewelry. And then Grailed is men's clothing and women's clothing. There is a school of thought out there that only a certain type of clothing goes on Grailed, like hip hop or streetwear or, popular stuff. Do what you want to do, but if I'm allowed to list it there by the rules, we list it there. We cross post all the things to all the platforms as long as it's within the rules. So clearly we're not putting men's clothes on Kidizen, but we're putting all of our women's clothes. We have all of our men's clothes on Grailed, with a few exceptions. Because of the way they do their brands, they have a drop-down menu when you're listing. And if the brand isn't in the drop-down menu, you can't type in your own or choose no brand or unbranded. That is a drawback with Grailed that kind of frustrates me. There will be a Grailed representative, by the way, at Reseller Remix this year. If you're going, I'm going to kind of ask them about that and just kind of drop that maybe they can change that, because there's some popular, like real popular brands. Nothing's coming to mind right now, but I want to say like Madewell, but something that's like well known enough to resellers and folks buying clothes and fashion people that isn't in the drop down. And if it's not in the drop down when you're in the listing back end part of Grailed, you cannot list the item because there is no other or unbranded or type in your own brand. So there's some brands that can't go in here. And then the other drawback I don't like is they don't have certain sizes, like over 3XL, I believe it is. And if you can't find your size in the drop down, you can't list it. So any of our really super big XL men's clothing and certain brands we can't put on Grailed. Maybe that's something they'll fix. Again, they're going to have a representative at Reseller Remix where they're going to meet like 400 resellers. I don't know how many of those people sell on Grailed, but I'm sure that the people that do sell on Grailed have the same concerns as me and may bring it up with their representative. And it may be something that we can get fixed in the future to where there's more sizes and brand options on Grailed. But other than that, it's a really great platform. You can choose to ship internationally. There's no program like the global shipping on eBay, but if you can do it yourself on Pirate Ship, you can have the international shipping on and figure out the prices. They now have added women's clothing. I mean, it's a good platform. The fees are up front. I believe they're like 10 or 15%. Can't think off the top of my head. And they go through PayPal. All sales are final. It's a good platform. And especially now that they've added women's clothing. So all of our men's clothes that can be moved here are, and we've began moving women's clothes over as well. So Keith moves like 10 of those a day. So he uses our list perfectly, and he picks, 10 things a day to move to Kidizen and Grailed. And we're just kind of building those up. And then I do the jeans. So that all being said, Grailed and Kidizen are slow. We're newer to them. We used to be on Grailed years ago. We left. We came back. They have a vacation mode now. They're very much more friendly to resellers than they used to be. But it takes time. So you have to build up. Like when you first started on eBay and you had 2 listings, you weren't selling volume. You weren't selling packages every day. And our Poshmark and our Mercari took time to build up. Everything takes time, especially when you're in that growth mode and you're just beginning. You got to get a lot of listings out there to be selling every day. But you also have to have a lot of sales and, the feedback and the build up. It just takes time and patience. But once you're solid on eBay or Poshmark and then you start branching out to the others, it's just icing on the cake. It's just a few extra sales here and there until that volume really picks up. And then you're out of the growth mode and you're into the full blown. Well, this is one of my really great platforms. So these are the 5 that we are on: eBay, Poshmark, Mercari, Kidizen, and Grailed. And, between the 5 of them, we do all right. So don't be afraid to cross post, guys. Actually, you should be because of the way sales are always fluctuating. This is the Tommy Bahama. We paid about $2 for, sold for $20. You can also charge shipping on Grailed or do free shipping. I should mention that. We do free shipping on everything. Based on our eBay prices, that's what we start stuff at, and then we use Pirate Ship. These are Levi's 505 men's jeans, sold for $30. This was probably up for about $25, and this was up for about $35. They don't show you, when you take an offer like Mercari does. $18 for a Cuba Vera that had started at $22. American Eagle men's jeans. I know I started these at $25. I took $20. Timberlands, I took $20 on the $25. And then Tommy Hilfiger, $31 for these, which would have been started around $37, maybe, or $40. So you can take offers. You can set up. They also have like the smart pricing. I turn it off. I don't like it. Mercari has it. I don't like it. I want to put stuff at the price I want with a little bit of wiggle room and then do offers. That's what I want to do. I don't want a platform lowering my price just because someone liked it. Because a lot of times your looky-loos aren't going to be buyers. They're window shoppers. And some kind of smart pricing that's basing, oh, look, this thing had 2 likes and they drop your price. Well, the third person comes along that maybe would have paid full price and buys it at the cheaper price because 2 looky-loos told the AI to lower your price. So I don't like it. I turn it off. But Grailed's a good platform. There will be a representative from Mercari, Grailed, eBay, Poshmark at Reseller Remix, by the way. If you're not going, you should. I guess that's all I wanted to talk to you guys about. I know I keep harping on the importance of cross-posting and multiple streams of income, but it's super important. It's also important that you learn patience. An item is worth what it's worth. And sometimes you have to be patient and wait for that item to sell for the price that it's worth, rather than continuing to lower your prices and trashing brands' worth overall on all the platforms. Sometimes when you're on multiple platforms, things will sell more quickly. There just are different types of buyers on different types of platforms. Poshmark attracts people who like to spend more money. So be patient, cast a bigger net, and have multiple streams of income so you don't get that desperate feeling. So you don't feel like you're backed in a corner and, oh my God, I got to sell my silver jeans for $20 because I got bills to pay. There's things that you can do to help yourself make more money without feeling desperate or scared or backed into a corner. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, Comment sections there for you guys. Or you can join my Facebook group, Flippin' Hippos Reseller Pod. Tag me in there or talk to anyone else in there. Everyone in that group is so nice. And I'm not just saying it because it's my group. It's genuinely a really great group of positive people from the community. Please hit the thumbs up before you leave, guys. It helps the channel so much. If you haven't already, please subscribe and help us feed a hungry hippo. Until next time, go be productive. Start cross-posting and getting multiple streams of income. Make some money. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Y'all are the best. Bye.